Okay, hi. So I need to show yeah, clam baiting and might as well just show the clips in Submarine. Okay, so let's just start with the clam baiting thing. Okay, so you're holding the pearl, like it's used in level 2 drop off in Abyss. If I recall correctly? Yeah. Okay. So anyway, yeah, the one in drop off doesn't save that much. Like it just basically removes RNG. Meanwhile, the one in Abyss saves like 40 seconds or something, maybe even more. So like, yeah. Anyway, so the whole idea is that when you release the pearl, there is like one frame where you release it and it hasn't been caught yet, and the frame right after that it's gonna be removed from the screen, and the thing will close, and so you can progress. And the thing is, like, actually, if you just do one frame of release and hold it back, I can try to do it here, like here, right here. I just hold B. Actually, I can just show it with frame advance. Here, I'm just holding B. I release B for one frame, and then I start holding it again, and that does that thing. And if you combine it with the fact that you can pause buffer inputs, like if I hold B here, it will just continuously hold the item. So it's not really useful if I just do this. However, the thing is, when you do this and you release, actually, it will buffer the input you were holding during that, like, let me just show you with like the buffer. So if I just press start, you see how there is like some lag counter here, and it will buffer the inputs you were holding at that time. So if you just close the pause button with like start, it will buffer the fact that you weren't holding B, so you drop. So it's going to do one frame of not holding the pearl. But if you start holding B during the lag, it will do the input on the next frame, and so you just do it frame perfectly. That way, without having to, actually do it like that. Although it's not actually that bad, but it's still frame perfect and for no reason, and it would kill the run if you do that in Abyss. But yeah, you just go here, like you arrive juggling it all. Don't do it around here because you would lose it obviously. So you arrive here, you do the juggling, you pause, you release. So basically it's pause, release B, and then you do start B. And like if you do it frame perfectly, you would buffer the frame where you're holding B. So like but like that's why it's super easy to do, because you just have to arrive here, pause, release B, and then you, with a really lenient timing, just do start and then B. And like it's super easy. Just, yeah, hold B, start, and then release, that you don't release it too early. Start, release. And yeah, it's just about getting used to it, but it's really easy. And then you continue. And yeah, that's the same idea in Abyss. Okay. Okay, so I have some memory address here to show you some stuff, but it's not really that important. Okay, so in the submarine, so you arrive around here. Let's do 4 bus to go till this point, and so you see around here, like this shows where the next bubble are gonna load, and you see how it's in the cycle. And when it goes through and start this timer. So basically your movement has to be somewhat the same every time as soon as you load it, which is around this area, like this vertical area. There is no way for you to load it in this area, so that's totally fine. It's just when you go around here that you have to be careful. And the movement I do for my setup is just you dash one to the right, one to down the right. You go hug that wall, just to align yourself, you wait a little bit just to have 0 speed again. You dash down again until you bump on the floor. Make sure you're actually, you know, hugging the floor, because if you just dash down and don't hold anything anymore, you're gonna bounce and not holding the floor anymore, hugging the floor anymore. But yeah, holding here, release to go at 0 speed, and then you just do 2 neutral boosts. So like just tap A, you wait for to go to 0 speed again, and then for the second one you're gonna buffer the down input, so that you start going down the last of it at the end of it, and you will click. If I just do the entire thing, it's just one right, hug, down, hug, 0, neutral, 0, and hold down. And yeah, sometimes, okay, maybe I messed this up a little bit. Yeah, sometimes I don't get it. I'm not entirely sure why. Oh shit. Okay. Maybe I don't have the exact speed. But yeah, and you go through. It's somewhat easy. And yeah, it's pretty much perfect anyway, because you have to wait for the cycle. You can't catch the earlier one anyway, even if you go no setup and try to go super fast. I'm pretty convinced it's not even possible for tasks even, so this cycle is basically perfect. It is perfect actually. Yeah, actually might not get it yet. Oh no, it's actually super easy. And yeah, so you activate this one, you go back, you go up here, and actually I forgot if you need this one. No, you don't need it. But yeah, the second one, if you watch here, loads around this area, and so the idea is just you hold down right, and you will go through the bubble clip thing. And again, there's no way to catch the earlier one anyway, so just do this and you will click. This one is actually, it's 100% consistent. I've never failed it. And then you just dash up and you skip the cutscene and you continue. But yeah, that's it.